New recording artists need to make their overall brand unique to expand their reach. The problem is we're living in an industry and a world where the music industry is always evolving, maybe every 3 to 6 months, really almost every month now at the pace with AI that's coming out. Struggling to build this brand with the target audience that you have to kind of cultivate here, or you have to fit into, is a bit difficult. And this kind of puts you in a position where it's tough to define where that market is really going to be based on what you have already put out or what you've currently defined. I know it can be a little bit difficult, but the thing is there a place for authenticity inside of a music industry that may seem oversaturated? Or is it? Is it really that you just haven't found your market or your place to fit in? And that's what we're going to talk about right here, coming up on the Music Money Makeover Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and it took me a while to find my unique approach to what I do within the music industry. I'm on one side of the sector, you're on the other side of the sector, but we're all in this game together, right? And now I'm going to help you hopefully peak some things in your brain to figure out where you can fit in your lane. Check it out. So our first approach that we have to address is the market as a whole. Understanding your market is a crucial first step in the process of developing your unique music brand. This involves identifying and understanding, you all know my three basics, your age, your location, and your interest of the target market. Now pause for a second, because the target market will change as you begin to release stuff into the music industry. You will begin to see where there are groups of people who will gravitate towards your music and where they will be listening from. Obviously, but when you start, it's probably more than likely going to be in your local state or city. Okay. Now, through conducting comprehensive market research, you can gain valuable insights into the preferences and behaviors of your fans and potential fans. By identifying your target market, you can strategically direct your efforts towards those who are most likely to appreciate your music. And let me say this, the ones who are more than likely going to appreciate the music will resonate with you as a person, right? Because they're going to just look at your presentation, and then they're going to resonate with what you're interested in. Okay. Now they're going to bring their own interests to the table. This is true. But the only reason why they're interested in you is because of what you displayed. And that's how they're going to appreciate your music. So this not only provides you with a clear direction and focus, relieving feelings of overwhelm, but it also reinforces the belief that there is a place for unique voices in the music industry. See, you are not trying to appeal to everyone. This is because if you were, then you would be a mediocre artist. You are seeking to deeply resonate with the right audience. This allows you to trim the fat and get straight to the money, right? Like straight direct to fan relationship here. Now, ultimately, there's a lot of things that can go into that direct to fan particular situation, but ultimately, you're seeking to deeply resonate with the right audience by way of the age, the location, and the interest. And almost all of those are going to be a given. You just have to get that in your brain that is my base market. That's what I start with. And then from there, you can build, you can see what the fans are actually into. And then you'll actually see that 99% of the time is going to correlate to what you're personally interested in. So that's why I said interest, right? That's defining your market. But now let's talk about your brand and customer experience a little bit more, because y'all know I've done these marketing videos, these basic ones, but we're just digging in a little bit more. Creating a memorable brand is about more than just a logo or catchy name. You all remember I did that, video, and I mentioned how I use my logo and how I branded stuff. Well, it's about the experience you provide to the fans. More so than, just strictly doing the content. The content is one thing, and that's cool, but we all know that you're going to step outside of social media if you're going to really make some real change in this game. So a compelling brand extends to how you engage with your audience, the type of community you create, hear that out, that's one, and the overall experience surrounding your music. Community and experience surrounding the music. Because if people don't feel like they're a part of, first of all, they're going to feel like, oh, you're just like me. The next thing they're going to want to know is this a community of other people? Do other people feel the same way I do? All right, great. And can we talk in the comment section? Like, can I see similar comments in the comment section? That's what the fan is looking for. And then when that begins to happen, a community starts to build. It's called a fandom, if you will. And you want to cultivate that. Ultimately, you do stuff like give them a name, like I call you all music money makers. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But as an artist, Each interaction with your fans, whether online or in person, shapes your brand. It just does. So it's not about, you being like, I have to be clean. On the flip side, you want to be real with your fans. We are in a day and age where there's not enough uniqueness, and I'm going to get to that in my next slide. But you also want to be real, so you don't want to be too inauthentic, all right? So bring some of the realness to the table here, okay? Positive and engaging experiences can foster a loyal fan base. And it could be through laughter. It could be through emotional tear-jerking content. It could, whatever it is, it gives people a positive experience, and that's what they want. That's how they're going to stick with you. It generates word-of-mouth promotion, and it solidifies your place in the music scene. You see what I'm saying? Because as long as you can emotionally, hit your fans, then they're going to be like, yo, this person is either making me have a better day, changing my life, or they're just, you know what I'm saying? It's just overall making my experience of them a lot better. And I would love to see them on a daily basis on my feed. Okay. Crafting a clear brand vision and consistently delivering a positive fan experience can boost your confidence and satisfaction. Now, what is a brand vision? Well, ultimately, the brand is the experience that you want to deliver to your customer. And for whatever it is, for whatever your timeline is, you want to make sure that down the road in my vision, I want people to experience me as this. I'm like this now, but I want to broaden my experience of me, right? My presentation that I'm giving to the fans. And I want them to ultimately see me as this. And once they can see me as this, then I feel that this will ultimately boost my confidence because they understand where I'm coming from. But it all starts from a small nucleus. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the best I can do with my brand vision right now, and I'm going to do that. For instance, me, I'm a music business educator and teacher. I want to be, and I've been a music publisher, all right? And I want you to know me as that new age, up-and-coming consultant, strategist, executive, right? That's what I want you to see me as, okay? Same for you. Like, you have to figure out what you want people to see. You know what I'm saying? See you as an artist, as a musician, as a producer, as a songwriter. You got to figure that out. This reiterates the importance of authenticity, individuality, and the ability to form a genuine connection with the audience, simply based off the way you present yourself to the audience. You get what I'm saying? I don't know anybody who's really doing whiteboard videos and actually holding real class sessions on YouTube for this particular topic. So I found the way I wanted to present myself. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean for you. Now, your uniqueness, because this is going to be key. Listen to me on this. In the realm of music, your uniqueness is your superpower. This includes your unique voice, cadence, distinct production or music style, and even your appearance. Pause for a second. The reason why a lot of you all don't get the recognition that you should is because you sound like something that's already out in the market. The void has been filled. We don't need any more. We're good. We got so much of it, we need something else. And the public will tell you that based on how short-lived your singles may be, or your trajectory may be, or just what you've done so far. You can't really realize why you're not getting any traction. It's because, man, we already got enough of that stuff already. So ultimately, it comes down to how unique your voice is, the cadence in which you either rap your lyrics, sing your lyrics, write your lyrics, how you do it, the wording, the wordplay, all of that, right? Even the way you sound is unique. You know what I mean? So when people hear you, they like, oh, I know that. You know what I mean? Oh, that's Andre 3000. Oh, that's the Beastie Boys over there. Oh, that's Bruce Springsteen over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes you different. The production style and music style makes you different. This is why you go in with the producer to craft a sound. Many of you all pull all these tight beats offline, and even though that's cool to get you started, it doesn't craft a sound for you as an artist if you're really going to be one with a unique voice to push forward. Now, I know I haven't finished reading this thing. I'm going to read it. All right. But that's how you gain this uniqueness in the market. As an artist, vocalizing your unique perspective and sharing your experiences can resonate with your audience on a deeper level. So the person I could think of on the top of my brain here is Erykah Badu. The way she just freely says things. She uses her platform to say things, right? That's opening up with a different perspective versus just using the music to do it. It's like when you become vocal about certain things that you believe in, it changes the narrative for you as an artist. You understand what I'm saying? Leveraging your unique selling points helps to differentiate you from other artists in the market, ultimately creating a niche that only you can fill. Embracing and showcasing your uniqueness not only fuels your creative expression, but also instills self-confidence. If you embrace it, if you don't embrace it and you're like, I want to do what everybody else is doing. This is something that I hated as a producer. When I was producing, artists would come in the studio and they would say, hey, can you give me something like this? And I would get it so much that I was like, I don't even feel like doing music because every artist is coming in because they're not confident in themselves and they want to do something what's already out there. And it's like, well, how do we create something dope here if we're trying to create something like something else that's already in the market? That means that you're strictly doing it for money. You get what I'm saying? So it reinforces the idea that music is a powerful platform for self-expression, and every artist's unique voice has a valuable place in this industry, which it does so long as you embrace your unique voice, your cadence, your distinct production and music style, and your appearance. If you can get that right, then everything else will fall in place. Now, does the market demand your uniqueness? Navigating the music industry involves striking a balance between fitting into existing market trends and introducing fresh, innovative elements. It just is what it is. So let me finish this. It's about understanding if there's a market void that your uniqueness can fill, or if your music offers a fresh take on a familiar genre. By understanding market demand, you can refine your brand to fit in just enough to be accepted while standing out enough to be noticed. This validation of market demand can ease the fear of being too left field and affirm that your music has a place in the market. See what I'm saying? It confirms the belief that individuality and uniqueness can not only survive but thrive within the market's demands. Ultimately, what you want to do here is you want to fit, balance between fitting into these market trends that are already happening, and then you want to introduce that fresh take. All right. When I was working with Baby Rose, the one thing I heard was like, yo, she has a husky voice. And the last husky voice singer we really had before she came onto the scene that was noticeable was Toni Braxton. So what I said was, there's a market void for this specific type of vocal. You know what I mean? Let's put a spin on it and let's put it out. Initially, what we did was we crafted some J Dilla beats over the top of her husky voice to kind of get some buzz going. That would put a fresh take on a familiar genre, you know what I'm saying? And then we would put it out on the scene. Now, ultimately, that sound didn't stay, but now a new husky voice is on the scene with other ones I see on the horizon as well, or also out there doing their thing. But before her, there weren't many other husky voice singers that were out there. You see what I'm saying? So now, and we had Amy Winehouse, but she wasn't as husky. You get what I'm saying? So this is how you find your fresh take on things that are already going on. That's how you put your uniqueness in the market and you make people say, oh my God, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So you have to be uniquely you in order for this thing to work. Now, is my music too different to be successful? Answer, different is good. The music industry thrives on originality and novelty, but it's about finding your niche audience and serving them well. The problem is some of you all may be too unique, meaning you're too niche down, and so therefore your target market is very narrow and not a lot of people will be listening to your music. So if you want a broader approach, you got to rise back out of the deep, if you will. What if my unique brand isn't well received? Well, there's always risk in putting oneself out there, of course, but authenticity often resonates with people on a deeper level. Feedback, both positive and negative, can be used to refine your brand and music, okay? Now, I'm also going to say this too. With your unique brand, if it's not received well, chances are you just need to go back and work on it a little bit. You might be too early to the market, so you need to go back and refine your presentation of the product, of how you're presenting yourself and the product that you're giving. Then come back to the table or come back, to the market, present it again and you might get a different result. So a lot of you all are having issues there in the presentation. Now, how do I balance maintaining my unique brand and fitting into the market? Well, it's about striking a balance between being true to yourself and understanding what your audience wants. You can always evolve and grow while staying true to your core values and unique artistry. It's a lot easier to evolve and grow when you're staying true to your core values and your unique artistry, because you don't have to try to be you. You just get to be you and you can better yourself. But when you try to be somebody else that is not in your character, it is very hard to improve that, because you're constantly fighting the battle of, I don't believe in this, what I'm doing right here. I just don't believe that this is actually me. That's the struggle when you try to do something that is not uniquely you. Now, you may do something that is uniquely you and it's still not good. That's because you probably shouldn't be doing it. You get what I'm saying? You're probably not the artist that everybody's looking for. I'm just keeping it frank 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? But all the while, we're going through all of this to get the market demand and put your uniqueness in the market and all of that, and creating the brand and customer experience. And we're doing all of this. And this is cool. We're still on the creative side and we're having fun. But then you already know when it comes to foundation, something has to be there. What is that? Your business has to be there. The foundation of your business has to be there. And I've built a framework to help you establish your record label that you're going to need anyway in a perfect 60-day sequence. Now, this is, for songwriters, producers, record label owners, anybody, because all these accounts go across the board. Everybody's got to have one. But you can set up your LLC and bank account flawlessly, which everybody needs for some base level anonymity to keep the lurkers out. And then we're going to set up your records and publishing division that you're going to need anyway by default, right? To save you 15% on those leeching collectors out there who are trying to get you to sign up before you need to give away your 15%, right? And then after that, you can use the contract templates within the course to really learn how this game works. All this stuff below is what's included, plus much, much more. But it is a hefty amount of material in this course, almost up to 100 videos now, as I'm still adding more, almost to 100, okay? We're in like the 70s now. So $275, that's it, or 5 easy payments, $55. That's all it is. After you're done with that, book a call. Let's develop the strategy either before the course or after the course. Doesn't make a difference. These 1-hour calls are really going to elevate coming in the near future, because I got a lot of stuff planned for it. So it's going to be really, really fun working with you all one-on-one. But book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com and download all the free stuff below if this is your first time watching the show. But here's the thing. Here's the successful result of today's video. You begin to understand your market and how to reach them effectively. You develop a cohesive brand identity that consistently represents your values in music, and then you ensure your fans have a positive customer experience at every interaction, leading to higher engagement and loyalty. You eventually capitalize on unique qualities, differentiating yourself in the crowded music market and music industry, and through experience you balance trends and innovations, which leads both to acceptance and differentiation, and you finally become responsive to market demand and adjust your brand strategy accordingly, ensuring that you stay relevant. But when you fail, you get this. Or ultimately, when you stay where you are, you get this. You'll neglect to understand or cater to your target audience, leading to poor market reach and engagement. Pause for a second. Most of you all will probably stay at that point because you're afraid to be unique. Like, oh man, what I'm doing is working, man. I see Lil Baby doing this thing. I see NLE Chopper doing this. You know what I'm saying? I see. Bruh, no, dog. That's not how it's going to work. That's not how it's going to work. You'll develop an inconsistent, weak brand identity, leading to a lack of recognition or connection from your potential fans. Why? Because it's already in the market. If I can already get it from the top guys, why would I come and get it from you? It doesn't. What are we doing? Like, I'm spinning my wheels with this. That's why I can only listen to one of your singles and I'm out to the next. So you'll finally fail to foster a positive experience for your fans, leading to a disengaged fan base and poor word of mouth promotion. Okay? Because you're totally disconnected from yourself. And we don't want to see that. That's why you want to be here. All right? Ultimately, the tables will turn for you and things will open up for you, and you can become that unique artist that everybody wants to be like. Those are the factors that require someone to say, I want to be just like you, right? So, music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label, download the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace.